Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cumtown.
Fuck, you're crinkling. Keep the shit. Keep the fucking mic thing.
We got
straight.
Crinkle Stevens over here.
Mm-hmm.
How's it sound?
U.S. Ambassador Crinkle Stevens.
Who's the actual guy?
Chris Stevens. He was killed in Benghazi.
Yeah.
He
was a homosexual.
He was a
That
homosexual.
was meeting with his Libyan lover in secret after.
He was doing cocaine with Obama in the limousine.
In the limo?
Yeah. And Obama accidentally sucked his dick too hard and killed him. And so they had to...
Obama's caught a couple bodies that way.
Yeah.
It's true.
I sucked dick too hard. I sucked the life out of his dick.
Just thinking about Obama with like top hat and monocle guys sucking them off in a limo. It's so funny.
Like, Netflix has some contract with Obama.
Yeah.
The Obamas are going to get shows. And then they just have like just some reality show where, you know, another one of these reality shows where it's a contest to see how gay you can be. Like Drag Race or, you know, cooking or whatever.
Cooking's cool and not gay. I mean, being gay is cool,
No,
actually.
the only non-gay things to do are lift weights and then listen to
lifting
the
weights is-
Hasidic air raid siren.
Lifting weights is so gay.
That's
Because
true.
you want to become more of a man.
Yeah, a more
Pause.
perfect male.
No, you're
Yeah.
trying to add mass to a male's body.
Yeah, there's nothing straighter than being a slob.
That's right, dude.
That's what I say.
Mm-hmm. I'm straighter than my dick, which
If
actually
you,
is
seriously,
kinda crooked.
if you go to Chelsea and you see like real fancy like David Barton gym gays, those guys are like incredible.
Yeah.
They're Adonises.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They
better
run
hope that
four
they don't-
440s.
You better hope they don't revolt, dude.
I know. We were fucked.
They live forever.
They
they
do,
like-
because they don't have the stress of women
Because
nagging them
they
to
take
death.
AIDS medicine even though they don't need it. A
That's
lot of
right.
them don't have HIV, but they get the pills anyways.
They do it for
Yes,
lifting.
prep.
which will make you live until you're like 200 years
Mhm.
old.
And it makes you powerful in the gym.
Yeah.
Because
This is
your
all-
white blood cells are
Look,
jacked.
the entire tech industry is all homosexuals, and they've been they took over the world from the Catholics, I guess, in 1970. Whenever
it's
Peter
all the
Thiel.
same thing.
whenever they came up with fucking AOL online.
No, they
you know?
spun off a segment of the Catholic Church.
I want to have a show where I'm a conspiracy theorist that does even no research into that world. It's just like everything is just a wild ass speculation based on nothing, not even prior conspiracy theories.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just stream of consciousness.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Guess what, dude? Zoos. That's some shit the fucking
You want to hear some gay
Indians
shit?
did. Yeah.
Animal crackers.
Mm-hmm.
They had to change the box and take the pictures of the animals in cages off the box.
Okay.
Because
Was that bad?
It made
It's
people
cruel.
sad.
it's cruel to animals.
I mean, what's the big deal? You got the line in the field. Who's really hurt by that?
Who's hurt by what? Who's hurt by the animals in cages? That's the question.
Yeah, there's still animals in cages. It's just the pictures.
The pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't see the reason to be mad at that.
When's the last time you went
I don't
to a
see
zoo?
the reason to be mad at the original box.
I know. I don't care either way. I'm not mad at either one.
It's not even a photo.
I just don't
it's
care.
a drawing.
It's a drawing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an incredibly retarded thing to get upset
I just
about.
don't care either way. Whether they're in the cage
And
or
then the
they're
game
out on
is
a
with
But
the
the
fucking-
position you're taking, this isn't like a... This is complete... Because I understand sort of what you're trying to say, which is like...
No,
well,
I'm
why
not
would you
trying to say anything.
What
I'm
you're trying
telling
to
you.
say is like, well, why would you get mad at them doing that? Which is like... I understand that
I just
argument if you're
don't
talking
give a
about
fuck.
like, you know, misgendering trans people or whatever. Like, yeah, if a trans person asks me to say she, then I'll say she because it's not a battle to... Somebody already picked this battle.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody started a campaign to get the fucking animals changed.
I know, but I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I
then
see
why
what
are
you're
you
saying.
commenting on
But
it?
also the
That's still a
practice
position to have.
the practice
Yeah, I know.
of
The position
eating
is like you shouldn't be mad about them changing the animals. Which is the position
I
you're
just
taking.
honestly don't care if the animal is in a fucking tundra or whatever. If it's in a
I don't
picture
care
in the plains.
either. If it was initially that they were in a picture on a field, I wouldn't be like, these animals should be in cages.
I know.
That's not the problem that I was having.
I know. I mean, I get it. Why change it? But I also don't give a fuck that they changed it. I guess. I'm the ultimate guy who doesn't care, bitch.
Anyway, guys. Back to the business.
Back
Trump.
to here's something I forgot to do. Aretha Franklin passed away.
Who gives a
and
shit?
I wanted
How about
to
that?
do. I wanted to
Who
do.
cares?
Aretha Franklin?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to
Who
do
cares?
a,
Why would
a
you care
stunning
about it?
tribute.
That's a weird thing for you to be mad
No,
about.
it's not.
Someone sent me my friend.
I'm not
Now
mad.
who doesn't care about things?
Me still. You
No,
clearly
you
care.
You're upset.
You
about-
care the
you're
most.
mad that Aretha Franklin's died, and you want them to change all of her albums to make her white.
Yeah.
I do want that. If you stepped on my point.
Did you
Nick.
see the Jim Carrey? Oh, you're talking about the Jim Carrey thing?
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah.
No, I'm
What
trying to
Jim
get
Carrey
my
did?
own.
Jim Carrey did a painting of her. She was basically white in the painting.
Hell yeah,
It was pretty funny.
It would be funny if he painted her as the mask. Somebody stop me.
I just wanted to get my tribute out, and it is as follows: SUCKMY dick. Find out how big my dick is. Suck my penis, suck my penis, suck my
What was-
penis, suck my penis,
what
suck
was-
my
oh,
penis,
we're
suck my
doing-
penis,
oh,
suck my
it's
penis,
Mickey
suck my
Mouse
penis, suck my
Club.
penis, suck
SUCKMYDICKE.
suck my dick.
It's spelled wrong.
Throwing a little E
My
for
dicky.
old English flair.
That was like when we first became friends.
Yeah.
SUCKMY.
That's how it's written in Chaucer.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's a foundational bit. Honestly, without that bit, does Cumtown ever happen?
No.
Probably not, dude.
No, absolutely not.
And that was the genesis, folks. That's where it all started.
You're crinkling again, you little slut.
Sorry.
It's a beautiful day to suck dick, I'm gay. It's a beautiful day to suck dick, I'm gay. Won't you suck mine?
Won't you suck my penis?
That one got me pretty good, too.
That's a good one, man.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, boys and girls. Or is it afternoon? I don't know. What time does Mr.
I think it's
Rogers-
after school.
Yeah.
He comes
Well,
in. He's out. He comes from
yeah.
work, takes his
I just
shoes
came
off.
from my job at the Being Gay store. Where I've been sucking off the policeman, the only other man who lives in this town.
Yeah. 2 adult men.
I hated that documentary so much.
Dude, why?
Did you see it?
No, I'll see it.
I saw
I
the
just
trailer
fuck with-
and it
I
was
just fuck
incredibly
with-
beautiful and
I
emotional.
just fuck with Mr. Rogers, dude. He seems like a good guy.
He was a good guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like
don't
his
trust
vibes.
him.
Yeah. What the? He didn't fuck kids. Is that why you're mad at him?
No, I just don't trust him.
What do you think he was up to?
Man,
Did he
people
get
that are
pussy?
on their P's and Q's to that extent, you can't trust them. Real people
Some
fuck
people
up.
are just nerds. Though,
Real
dude.
people fuck up bad. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did have a fucking couple DUIs.
That's
No,
Did he have DUIs?
I was
No,
going
he
to say,
didn't.
I was literally just about to say, if Mr. Rogers also had like 7 DUIs, then I'd be like, this guy's great.
He's a human.
Yeah, this is
He's a human.
being.
Yeah.
A real hero. You know?
It just seems like he has secrets that haven't been found out and will never be found out.
I know it's hard to fathom because we're all fucking pieces of shit, but some people are good people that just don't do
Who?
bad in the world.
Name one.
Name one of them.
Not Mr. Rogers.
You can't.
Besides Mr. Rogers, name one.
Ah, fuck. I don't know.
Literally, Oprah is the
No,
only fucking
Oprah's
one.
definitely bad. Oprah definitely does
No.
some
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Oprah's good.
She was at court for what was it? I don't even want to.
Oprah's got
Try to
something
remember.
going on.
Oprah's got nothing, dude. I'm telling you, she's a goddamn.
Oprah
angel.
started Dr. Phil, dude. That's evil. That guy sucks.
Oh, so she's responsible for Cash Me
Yeah,
Outside,
but God
girl.
made man in his image.
Oprah is responsible for Cash Me Outside, which is good. then.
You're crinkling, bro. Here,
God
we
damn.
got to switch mics so that I can listen to it.
All right.
Won't you suck my penis?
It's
Okay.
a beautiful day to be gay. I'm gay. It's a beautiful day to be gay. I'm gay. 'Cause I am gay.
Because I'm a homosexual.
Because I'm gay.
Because I am very gay.
All right.
So, what's up, dude? Trump's going to fucking... Cohen sang like a little bird. We
Yeah,
going to talk
who
about
gives
that?
a shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout out to Manafort. He didn't snitch.
Mhm.
He's the
Yeah,
real
held
man
it
of the
down.
Dude,
story.
Manafort is like
He's
I
cool.
just love his style. Dude.
I love
Is he
his
the
style.
ostrich?
Kind of this-
The
he's just
ostrich
like-
suit?
He's,
Yeah,
he's like
yeah.
a Shatner, like Robert Goulet mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 70s guy.
He
yeah.
is. He's a,
he's a
70s guy,
swinger.
like a lounge. He's a guy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
just wants to go see magic shows at 40 years old.
Yeah. That's
Like
pretty
that kind
cool.
of guy. Yeah, we're on Quaaludes. I'm going to take my wife to go see the Amazing Jonathan.
Was he the one that, like, did some shit with Crimea or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Or was that someone else?
Yeah, it was
Or was that...
and Bernie Sanders.
Tyler Perry's Crimea's.
Crimea goes to jail. Yeah, but it's cool that he laundered all that money through expensive clothing.
It's
Yeah.
funny that it's like
That is
lucky
awesome.
that Tyler Perry's a black man instead of like a white guy that made his career off dressing up like a fat black lady.
Yeah, I wonder if the suit is latex.
Yeah,
Can you get
James
away with
Taylor's Medea goes.
it? James Gordon.
This is the fire and rain guy. He's like, and another thing I like to do is dress up like a big fat black lady and get myself into hilarious scenarios. So if you came tonight expecting fire and rain, I do apologize. I'll be doing Medea goes to jail.
Medea goes to jail. The plot is
Diary of a Mad Black Woman tonight.
Was it? There was.
Fire and Rain is. I don't know what James Taylor sounds like.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen fire.
I've seen fire
rain.
and I've seen rain.
Is he fat?
No, he's bald.
I've seen men bend
I think.
over and expose the rash. And I've seen my dick get real hard. And I always thought that I'd see you come in my ass.
That's good, man. I
Thanks,
don't know
man.
that song, but
You don't know Fire and Rain?
no, I like those vibes.
Yeah. No, James Taylor's all right.
Nice, dude.
He's fun. Yeah.
You know, Eldest really.
It's when the singer songwriter was king for a while.
Mhm.
It went away.
Yeah.
But there's a while where
How about the Dinger Dong Rider?
hell
He's
yeah.
like a guy that tells jokes, but he also just sits on guys' cocks. and rides
Okay,
them up and down.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm a dinger dong writer.
But
Oh, a singer-songwriter. No. I'm a comedian, but I also am gay for pay. Dinger Dong Rider.
Why the dinger?
Because, you know,
Does that
he
mean
says
cock?
dingers.
Oh,
says
what about
zinger.
Zinger Dong Rider?
Zinger Dong Rider.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
I just had an image in my head of a carousel. What are those called? Merry-go-round, but it's you going up and down on a guy's cock.
It's a carousel.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, carousel. not
Carousel
right.
have like the
I always
horses.
thought
Yeah,
that I'd
yeah,
see
yeah,
you,
yeah.
baby. Eat my ass.
He's got a mirror.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
looking over his shoulder.
What's the other James Taylor single, the big one?
Going to Carolina. Is that him?
Oh, yeah, Carolina in my mind.
Yeah.
Really?
In my mind,
Yeah.
I'm going to Carolina.
Isn't that just Georgia? Isn't that? Didn't he steal Ray Charles' song?
No, that's Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? He just picked a different
Completely-
state and stole the
completely different
song.
Well, it's two states.
Who was
actually.
first?
There's a north and a south.
Yeah, but
So he's got.
who was first?
He's got Ray there, dude.
Who did it first?
That's two states. I would imagine Ray did.
How about Jim Croce's Medea? That's another white guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Jim Croce.
You know that
Big
operator?
Big bad Leroy Brown. Baddest
Like-
man in the whole damn town.
Okay.
Meaner than a junkyard dog. You know that song?
Yeah, yeah.
It was
I
like
think
his
so.
one song, then he died.
Oh shit.
No.
looked like
He had
Cooney.
a operator. Why don't you help me place this call?
Oh
See the
really?
number on the matchbook is old.
See, I don't think I know this guy.
That song's a really,
Yeah.
really good story.
Jim
That's what
Croce-
songs used to tell stories.
They did, man.
Jim Croce
He wanted-
is
Oh
dark.
hell
Yeah,
yeah!
yeah,
This
yeah.
guy looks
He
awesome.
looks tight.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I love that guy, dude.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
a mischievous ass man.
That song's
Yeah.
about how he's trying to call his ex, and the only
Yeah.
she's out in California fucking some guy,
Damn.
and the only contact he has for her is on this matchbook. For that, but it's
He
fading.
kind of looks like DeVito.
Yeah,
yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like mean,
He looks
evil
good,
DeVito.
Yeah.
Damn, we gotta have DeVito on
and
the
he's
fucking
just trying to
pod.
call her to tell her that he's fine.
Oh, okay.
So he's clearly still
That's
salty.
hilarious.
Yeah, I just want to give her a call.
Operator,
Oh, shit, he
I
died
know
at the
my
airport.
ex-girlfriend's getting dick down,
What do you
and
mean
I
he
don't
died
care.
at the airport in a
Yeah.
TGI
At
Fridays
in a
Express?
Cinnabon. Yeah, at a
Yeah.
Chili's to go.
Oh, yeah, no, he died at a plane.
Oh
during
no!
takeoff. Yeah.
During takeoff.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shouts out to a friend of the show.
If a plane's going to crash, it usually happens within a minute of takeoff.
What?
Yeah, so anytime the plane takes off, I count out a minute in my head.
Good
I cross
Lord
my fingers
almighty.
And I pray for sweet death.
I didn't know that. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to be anxious as fuck at
Unless
the
you
beginning
got
of every...
old Sully Sullenberger flying the plane. Right.
Do you think
into
you
the
could be a
river.
pilot? If like,
Of course, dude. You see that
trained?
movie with Denzel where he's doing like coke and like
Yeah, but he's
drinking?
strengthened
That
off
would-
good
that would be-
Latino
that would be
pussy.
Me.
That's what I would be doing. I'd be,
Nah,
be
that would
drunking-
actually be
drinking
me.
for like 15 hours between flights.
Yeah,
And just do a couple bumps before my flight.
yeah.
I'm
That's the
straight.
best.
I could do this. I could do this. Actually, when you're in the air, it's mostly automated, right?
Yeah,
You
probably.
basically only have to take off and
If
land.
Muslims can be pilots. I could.
Of course.
Some filthy Muslim can fly a plane into
Some
a
dirty
building.
Arab. Yeah.
You're not allowed to get mad at it. I love those guys. They're like, it's not racist. I found the black guy who did something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say whatever I want about him.
Google alert for justified black crimes. Operator.
I love how Norm
Please
calls
give
people
me-
dirty Arabs. No concept of the fact that you can't do that anymore.
You know, you just gotta be. It's gotta make sense.
I mean, they are dusty. It's a sandy place.
Sure.
North Africa and the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, dirt. I guess Yeah, it's dirt. That's a type of dirt.
I'm moving to Morocco, dude. I'm gonna sit in
You
the
keep
cafe
talking
and eat
about that.
dates.
Mhm.
Have you ever been to
Little hat.
Morocco?
Never.
It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go on vacation.
Should we go to Morocco?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Get a
to
little
Marrakesh
Yeah.
or
Fez.
Fez. Yeah, yeah.
What kind of food they got over there?
Dates.
It's great food. Tagine. Have you ever had that before? That
No.
chicken stew kind of shit.
Is it like Indian food
Well,
almost?
they
No,
can't
no, it's
drink.
like,
they don't have alcohol, so the food's got to be balling.
They don't have alcohol.
No, it's
Why?
a Muslim country.
No Muslims.
You could
aren't allowed
probably
to have any
drink
alcohol?
at like resorts and stuff there.
Yeah, Muslims don't drink. That's why they're pissed off, dude.
God damn it! How the fuck do we have? Why do we
Because
have?
we've been recording at yours and we brought
No,
a cord from yours.
This has been a problem before. Why didn't we buy another one?
This is our first episode back at mine since
That's
Stav's
true.
injury.
It feels good to be out of my home. I was
But
gonna
we-
kill myself, dude.
We're slightly unprepared. We're
I was
sorry
gonna
about
kill
the
myself
sound.
too. I'm glad the summer of death is coming to an end. I can't wait for fall, dude.
Fall's the
Yeah.
best in New York.
Winter is the goddamn best.
I hate
No.
winter.
It's
I
not
love
the
I
best.
love the way it just fucking
Fall is the best.
freezes off the pussies of this city like warts. back to your shitty home in fucking Florida.
When I first moved, my first winter here was horrific. I stayed in my apartment and just watched
I was in
Curb Your
Chinatown
Enthusiasm.
in those apartments with no heat. I'd wake up in
What?
the middle of the night, I could see my breath.
That's-
I just remember just being like, this rules.
God damn, dude. What do you actually enjoy? I don't understand.
Suffering.
I believe
Sirens.
you enjoyed that. Yeah.
Sirens. Silence.
The sound of sirens.
The sound of sirens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello,
hello,
darkness.
sirens, my old friend.
Yeah, dude, it feels good to be out of my apartment. My foot hurts a little bit. I got to go to my doctor and know how much exactly I can get out and about, but I can't stay in that fucking apartment. I'm going to kill myself, dude.
Yeah, yeah. You got to get out, dude. You got
I
to
can't keep doing mushrooms.
Experience the world.
The last time I took mushrooms, I just it wasn't even fun. I just sat on my porch and thought about how sad I was going to be when my mom died. It was not a
dude,
good trip.
mushrooms are too emotional
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm going to do acid maybe.
I just laugh
About bust
when I'm on
rooms,
acid.
you know,
Bust
they make you
rooms?
come.
Bust rooms.
I like that. You just
Yeah.
come straight up for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I was laughing about the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah.
The guy that comes the most.
They have a little cup under
Yeah.
their desk
John
after every.
Slobberts. The majority decision is thus.
Just disappears into the robe
Yeah,
like a
just-
turtle.
The robe just is like being knocked out to the sides, like two cartoons
Yeah,
are fighting
yeah.
in it.
Like a dust cloud.
Yeah.
Is he sucking his own dick in
He's
this
sucking his own
scenario?
dick in
Okay,
it.
nice.
Under there, like an 1800s photographer, swinging his own cock.
Hell yeah. Who else? We got Slobberts. We got
Ruth Masturbator Ginsburg.
Yeah, that's
Masturbator
easy.
Ginsburg. We got Sonia. Give head a mayor. Suck dicknya. Blow. Fuck.
It's cool we just have a black guy named Clarence on the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Clarence.
Uh,
What did Clarence Thomas do? He put like his pubes on a Coke can or
He raped a
something.
woman
he
to
raped
death.
a woman.
Did he actually rape?
Yeah.
No,
Damn.
he didn't. He
Did he put his pube somewhere?
yeah on yeah. Was
I
that
think
what
it was like a Diet Coke can. For
Yeah.
some
Is
reason.
that his move?
I feel
That's
like
his,
yeah.
That's his big move.
Would you get the
Judge
pheromone?
Mathis
Mathis
thing?
get Me Too'd also.
No,
By
he's
Anita Hill.
he's
She's taking down
bulletproof,
all the
dude.
black
Yeah,
judges.
He's bulletproof.
I mean, the Supreme Court should be Judge Mathis, Judge Joe
That's
Brown,
right.
the divorce court bitch, I forget
Judge
her name.
Alex. Remember Judge Alex?
Yeah, Judge Alex. He was a cop and a lawyer and a judge. He's fucking
Hell
Judge
yeah.
Dredd, dude. I am the law. Judge Alex ruled, though.
Yeah.
He was the most chill of all the judges. Because he was like 27 years old.
Yeah, he was.
How'd he
Yeah.
get all those degrees?
He was strong.
He was
Yep.
like the Doogie Howser of
Yeah.
being a cop.
Judge
He was a
Alex was-
13-year-old
Judge
cop.
Alex was Jack, dude.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't
He was a
remember
good-looking
that one.
man,
Was he
too.
on People's Court or it was just called
No, it was
Judge
just
Alex?
called
Judge
Judge
Alex.
Alex. You fucking idiot.
I used to do a bit about it. There was a show called Texas Justice, which is small claims, but you get the death penalty.
Only if you're retarded.
Yeah.
Damn. Are we due for a new judge show? Should we revitalize the medium?
I mean, that was all network television was for like
I
10
know.
years.
Have
They
you guys
just-
watched daytime TV anytime soon? I haven't.
No, because they changed all the channels. When they went to those digital antennas, there's now all these like upstart channels that are like laugh.io.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Bounce.
Just a
Yeah.
website name?
Yeah.
You know?
And it's all like Little House on the Prairie and like
Right.
1970s late night talk shows.
Yeah, it's fucking.
That's fun, though, to
Doctor
watch.
Strangelove in Spanish.
Do you remember when we were in LA?
Followed by Who's the Boss? Like, what is this now?
That sounds good to me. I don't know.
We watched Richard Pryor on Carson
Yes.
on one of those channels when we were at Jamel's.
That's right.
And it was so
Well, just kind of like
Weird.
meandering. Like
it was strange.
late night talk shows in the set. Like it's so funny to be like, he was the king of late night. And it was just like an okay show. Like it wasn't really like there weren't that many jokes. It was just like a
Carson?
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, but it was like, damn.
Yeah, the things people respect are bullshit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
You
first
could almost
season of SNL.
You can almost bet that if something's good, it's probably bad.
That's true.
And guess where you can place that bet?
Ooh, where?
BetDSI.com.
On BetDSI.
Oh, there you go.
The number one, the greatest,
Mm-hmm.
according to everyone, objectively.
100%.
The
Scientifically,
top
the number
reviewed
one.
Literally
Betting
pristine
site.
reviews.
No
No
one
one
has
has ever said
had a bad
anything
experience.
at BetDSI.com.
If there's a guy that did, find him, fuck him
Yeah.
up, kill him.
He's probably
He's a
a
liar.
liar. He probably rapes children.
He's
I don't
probably from
wanna-
a different bet site.
Yeah,
With a
exactly.
littler penis.
Exactly. So you can't trust that guy, but you can trust us when we say that BetDSI.com has been in business over 20 years, paying out winners. They got an easy-to-use mobile app, you know, which means you can use it on your fucking phone.
That's
Yep.
right,
Pull your
brother.
phone up, play some goddamn bets. You know, you're stuck on the train. Somebody killed themselves on the 6.
That's
a couple
right.
of cars ahead. You got
Right.
you got time to kill. You're
That's
down in
right.
the tunnels.
Bet.
Do
Is
some
his mom
bets.
going to miss him?
Let's place bets. Who's you know what's Howie Mandel up to right now?
That's right.
Is he making
Washing
a
his
stand?
hands.
Is he washing his hands?
Yeah.
Is he doing that thing?
Does America have talent?
No.
No.
Can
The answer
you
is
say
no.
the N word on America's Got Talent?
can.
Is that a talent?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is
If you
would
do
that
it in
be
a funny
point?
voice with
How
a
much
ventriloquist.
would that guy win? Bet on it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Bet
do
on
it in
at
a
BetDSI.com.
1,000 languages.
They offer live in-game wagering, which means you can change your mind. I love changing my mind.
I love
I
it.
do it
Take
every
a hard
day.
stance, you know. I voted for Donald Trump. 2 weeks later, pretend I didn't. You
That's
know?
right.
Pretend that that's not. I wasn't going around
On
drawing
a date,
swastikas.
when I'm on a date, pretend I didn't.
Of course.
A girl asks me who I voted
Yeah.
for.
Right.
I voted
a
for
woman says, "Are you wearing a condom?" and you say yes, and then when she looks down and
You
not
live
only are
with
you
in-game
not
wager.
wearing a condom, but you used a razor blade to cut little slices into your dick to bleed into her pussy. She goes,
God.
"What is that?" I'm like, "It's called live in-game wagering."
Wow, that's real.
Yeah, and I've carved Bet DSI into the head of my cock with a little razor blade to just get the blood all the way into the back of her pussy, where she is sure to contract the love virus, aka HIV. So don't believe the convenient rumors of the medical community.
Yeah. Having HIV just means you fucked.
Yeah,
You know,
So true.
Which is cool.
I'm sorry that it means I party.
That's
I'm sorry
right.
you're mad at me for partying and having a good time.
it just means
Yeah.
you like to.
Oh, what? I have to leave Boston Market because I'm getting paper cuts over the buffet line.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah.
Yeah, BetDSI.com,
BetDSI.
live in-game wagering. We got any picks coming up?
There's really nothing going on so far.
There's
I guess the WNBA playoffs.
the Premier League is back, and you know what? Take Manchester City to win it all this
bet
year.
bet the Lynx. I feel like they're always good. Or the
The
LA
Minnesota
Sparks.
Lynx.
Yeah.
They got
those are
some,
my picks.
They got some big bitches this year.
yeah.
They got some XXL.
What if you thought
bitches.
the WNBA was the NBA for white people? Someone do that joke?
Probably.
Uh,
Sounds fine.
maybe.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
The
So
white
anyway,
NBA?
if you were for a segregated basketball league, go to
Bet on
betdsi.com.
it.
Promo code COME120. What
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
come 125.
COME125.
And you get a free $125. No, sorry. They match your shit 125% bonus on top of your deposit.
Damn.
They changed the promo code because people were winning
Too much money,
goddamn
bitch.
money.
We put too many of you motherfuckers through college
Yeah.
with our fucking promo code.
By fucking your mom and
But
paying her
fucking,
money.
that's right,
Yep.
dude. Hush money.
Yeah.
Give
I used to love that insult. Yeah, I'm putting you through college 50 cents at a time.
that was a good one though.
Yeah. And it's like, man, Mom, I do not need to go to college.
Yeah.
Especially if these are my genes. You know? I'm not going to accomplish anything.
yeah.
Mom, stop fucking people
For
50 cents.
for God's sakes.
You have a master's degree.
charge $10 minimum.
You're a chemical
You have
engineer,
an
Mom.
MBA.
Yeah.
Who is the Jackie
Musty
Robinson of
butt
basketball?
ass, huh?
The Jackie, like the
Who's
first
the first black guy? I don't know.
That must have been mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like all those like short like white guys, and then
I
just
don't
the
remember who it
first
was.
one just completely wrecking everyone.
That's
That
just,
had to have been so disappointing.
but that just goes to show you how quickly they let black people. Like, it's not like Jackie Robinson where it took a while. It was like the moment a black guy played, they were like, "Oh yeah, I mean, we
of
gotta
course.
have these guys."
Yeah,
in
yeah.
here. Like, this is crazy. That we
They're
have
way
them.
better.
Yeah.
They're
So we don't even
amazing.
know the guy's name. By the time he like at halftime, they had signed 3 other black players after the first black player played in the NBA.
That is funny how much better black people are at basketball.
Yeah,
They're so much better.
like statistically, there's no argument about it.
Right. Because it's got to be a measure of something.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's like a specific kind of like spatial like just athletic and like spatial
They're
intelligence.
tall,
Like
too.
Yeah.
LeBron's a fucking genius. Like he just like the best basketball players should just have a special kind of like intelligence.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny. It's just like that's the kind of thing racists just have quit on. You'll never hear.
No,
a racist.
I think a lot of race realists like accept that and then they use it to like fuel other arguments. Or like clearly black people are like better at sports because they have like a different set
Right.
of
They
like
have-
advantages.
Yeah.
But
Or they were
they're prone to
selectively
criminality,
bred.
and also they're dumber than us. So we need to be putting them in cages to play sports for our entertainment.
Yeah, that's probably that is probably their stance.
I mean, of course it is. Like that's obviously the argument that you would fucking make.
Yeah, you pivot to it quick.
Yeah.
But anyway,
About them Chinese getting mad at affirmative action.
did they? In what sense?
Well, it's because Chinese would naturally take over all the schools
Yeah.
because
They sued the colleges.
They got what they call a celestial brain.
Yeah.
Better at numbers because it's dealing with the gravity of the planets and it's aligned with the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers just come down into their head by divine right. It's a mandate from heaven that they should solve these math problems.
I thought I read something somewhere where it's like they do teach Chinese people a different method of mathematics early on,
It could be. I mean, I have no fucking idea.
like a different kind of way
But
to multiply.
considering like the construction of their language might lend
Yeah,
itself
something like
to
that.
mathematical thinking.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
think
think
they
the
just
reason
work hard.
Yeah, they just work harder because like a Chinese parent will beat the fuck out of you if you don't do your homework.
Or
Right.
learn Suzuki
I
piano.
mean, they're not even allowed to wear shoes in the fucking house.
I know.
You know,
Which I was
that
thinking
makes
about. We
sense.
should probably take our shoes off when we go into our house.
Nah, dude. No, you go mud room.
No.
Mud room.
You want a mud room?
That's like a Midwest thing, right?
Yeah, you have a room with. No, I was looking at homes upstate. I was thinking about buying a bunch of acreage upstate.
Nice. That'd be
All
cool.
those houses have mud rooms because they got trails.
That's pretty
So you
tight.
got a little room where you take your fucking.
Okay. I'm willing to accept a mud room.
Yeah.
I just feel like shoes are dirty as fuck. They're out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a place for love making. Beautiful love
How
making.
about glove making? You know, you
Mhm.
get really into being a glove manufacturer. Listening to Cumtown podcast.
It's evolved from fucking to just taking regular things and making them into fucking.
Just
To
saying
going-
another word. A 1-2 punch puts Trump back on his heels. How about a 1-2 punch puts Trump back on his deals?
Mm.
It's about the book Art of Deals.
No.
We'll be back after these messages. just come down next year is 400 live reads.
That'd be kind of fun.
Just I read one headline, I'm like, ooh, pleading guilty, Cohen implicates president. How about bleeding
Mm-hmm.
Wilty?
Wilty. His
go
dick
off.
wilts.
Go off King?
Go off.
Cohen. Instead of Michael Cohen, it's Michael Cohen Brothers.
Mm.
And the big
Inside Lewin's asshole. There we go.
inside,
Did they do Inside Lewin, David?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inside Lewin's asshole. I'm gonna go with
Inside
that.
Out Lewin Davis, and it's about feelings. We'll be back after this. We'll be back after these messages.
That's good. We should do that every 5 minutes.
Do you need CBD oil to make your dick bigger?
That sounds awesome. Yes, I do.
The CBD oil, it's a crock, right?
I feel a little chilled out when I take it.
But that's like placebo.
Yeah, it's placebo, dude. Because CBD oil does not work if you've been smoking weed your entire life. They don't tell you that like because weed already has a shit ton of CBD oil in it.
Interesting.
So if you're like you've never smoked before, maybe it'll have some effect. But if You know.
Really? Well, I've never taken
To
drugs
me,
in
it's
my life.
I was
I've never
taking it
felt
when I was
anything.
like getting wound up a couple weeks ago, and like I wasn't able to control it. I was like smoking a lot of CBD oil, and it did nothing.
Really?
It did absolutely fucking nothing.
I swear to God, I feel a little buzzed, but maybe it's just all psychosuckmatic.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give it to my mom then. She's never had weed. My mom came out to the show in Baltimore, by the way. Shouts
she
out
think
to
it was
Little
funny?
Venetia. She loved it. Yeah.
She loved it.
I even did a joke about doing cocaine, and then I was like, "Mom, I swear I'm not doing it anymore," which I'm not.
She was laughing.
Yeah, she was having a
Yeah.
good time. Mhm.
Did she understand all of it?
Yeah, my mom speaks good English, man.
I wish my parents didn't speak English. Then I could truly be free.
My dad doesn't speak English, but I don't really speak to him anymore, so he can suck my fucking dick. But yeah, we had a beautiful time out in Bmore.
Uh-huh.
My little brother sold some paintings. Shouts out to everyone that came out to Bmore.
We never
Philly,
told the story
Charlottesville.
of
waitress?
the waitress at the
Oh
diner.
yeah, that fucking ruled.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't tell. I got my hair done because I'm a grandma now.
She was like owning me too.
Yeah, she really was.
She was like,
You can just ask to sit down.
Yeah. So we went to a diner after the Autobar show, which was a fucking
In
blast.
Greektown, classic.
In Greektown, the diner of my youth, the Boulevard Diner over on Eastern Avenue, and we had just the most Dundalk trash ass, like just lived up to the hype waitress.
She got cornrows to celebrate the birth of her granddaughter.
She's like 41 years old, by the way.
Yeah. She eats cigarette butts.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, so, my coworker, she's a Mexican woman, she's from Honduras. And she was just like, it's like that is
Damn.
two different
My
countries.
coworker, she's a Mexican woman, she's from Honduras. She took one look at it and she said that a black girl do that. And I was like, come on, don't come at me with this race stuff.
Yeah. She could tell how it was playing in the room.
Yeah.
Like we were all like, she could tell our face were
If
like,
we laughed immediately.
yeah. She would have
Yeah.
been.
The woman I work with, she's Mexican. She was expecting us to be like, damn!
You got Mexicans over here?
Arriba, Mexicans.
I was also wearing that T-shirt with my face on it, and it
Oh,
said
yes.
R.I.P. And I went over to the Wawa next door, and there was a man named Stavros working there, and he's just this gay Baltimore guy working the night shift at Wawa.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, is that a relative of yours that died?
It does look like your brother died.
He's
I'm
like,
shocked that there was another Stavros there, though, man.
Yeah,
There
it
was
was Stavros.
a gay Baltimore guy at the, I stayed at a hotel downtown. I can't remember which one it was.
Uh-huh.
Hyatt or something.
in Baltimore.
Yeah,
Did
Yeah,
Inner
yeah.
Harbor, probably?
Yeah. And the guy is clearly just has never had another gay friend. He's like not connected.
He's not in the community.
Not connected to the gay community in
Yeah,
any
yeah.
way. So
He's
like,
just a gay guy,
he's just
like
a
just
gay
a
guy.
A
lonely
gay free agent
Yeah,
looking
right.
for loose
he's
dick
like
to
wearing
suck.
this suit that doesn't fit at all.
Ugh.
And he looks like he manages like a National Tire and Battery.
Hell yeah.
Just
I
this
love that.
shitty fucking Hank Hill haircut and goatee.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we're all out of the king size bedrooms, but we do have a double queen.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
Just typing with his pinkies up.
It is funny to just see the gay guys that have no connection to the
Yes, they
community.
don't know how to be gay.
Yeah.
They don't know
yeah.
like the right way to.
Yeah, they got one part down real good. Probably, they can figure that part
Living
out.
Well,
with
maybe he
mom
doesn't
and
even
jacking
know
off
he's
the
gay.
porn.
Yeah.
I have a friend who I grew up with who just lives with his old elderly ass grandparents and sneaks men in and gets fucked in the ass.
It's probably the same guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And his grandmother confronted his brother about it, and he was like, I know what he is. Which, by the way, just another slice of Greektown. When I bought the house, when I signed the papers, my neighbor just popped in, and he popped in to warn me that my other neighbor was gay.
Oh God.
It's just wanting to let me know.
Oh,
He
that's
was
why
like-
the property value is
Yeah.
so agreeable.
And he was like, good guy though, but
Just so you know,
just watch your back.
next door you have one.
Yeah. Damn, I love being a damn homeowner. I bought a big ass fucking fluffy ass couch. That was a comfy couch, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of. It kept separating underneath my ass.
Yeah, we have to. There was a latch that we didn't do. We figured that
Yeah.
out after you left.
I hate that when a sectional separates.
Yeah.
I used to fuck on one and it would always separate.
Ugh.
You know,
What'd you do about it?
you just have to move.
You got to nail that together or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got the little latch going. I don't plan to fuck on that couch. I plan to fuck in my bed, but it's very comfy. And I bought a 70-inch television.
It's gonna be funny when you can't fuck anymore from destroying your body.
I will always be able to fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I will find a way. Even if I'm doing weird shit, I'm just finger bombing like in Patrice's last special. He talks about how he just like puts his chin in his girl's pussy and like eats her out while she like plays with his nipples. And it's like, hey man, if that's where I'm at 40, that's fine. But I'm gonna be fucking, believe me.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I'll always find a way to pleasure you romantically.
Yeah.
If you're so inclined as to come.
I'm gonna
play
get
with my little nuts.
to heroin and then just
No,
you
don't
lure
do
women
that.
in and then
Yeah, that's the
like,
plan.
I know
dude.
you're planning on fucking, but have you ever tried heroin? Just get them addicted to heroin instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they'll be great girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll be subservient.
They'll just no, you know.
Yeah, I love getting people addicted to drugs, and making them not talk to their family.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah, that's
The ultimate control.
That's a good way to be in relationships with people. Weinstein accuser denies having sex with man accusing her of assault.
Damn. It's all
Yeah.
a web of
Oh,
lies.
Asia Argento denies.
Argento. Yeah. She completely denied it. And she said that it was Anthony Bourdain, the late Anthony Bourdain's idea to pay him off. So not only did she say
Tony's
that she
in
didn't
heaven
do
eating
it,
dumplings right now, and this
she
motherfucker.
threw a dead guy under the bus.
Well,
God
Anthony
damn.
Bourdain was Jewish, right?
No, he wasn't Jewish.
You sure?
I don't think
Bourdain?
so.
I mean, I'm pretty. They probably sent him to hell just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely had enough Jewish
Yeah,
friends.
he's definitely in. Yeah,
Damn,
in
dude.
some sort of.
Damn,
Some sort
what do you
of
think heaven's
Gen
like?
X hell or something.
What do you think heaven's like, dude?
There's no
think there's
such
good
thing,
pussy?
dude.
Yeah. It'd be great if she's
No
lying
way.
about having sex with a kid.
About not having sex with him?
Yeah. No,
Who,
she's
Asia
lying.
Argento?
Yeah, if she did have sex with him, because there's pictures. There's
There's
pictures.
a picture of them in bed after, not of her like
What?
sucking his dick.
They're in bed?
There's a picture of them allegedly in the hotel room afterwards.
Yeah.
Whoa.
like taking a selfie.
what
After
the fuck?
like I think they were shirtless in bed. or
Yeah, I
something.
mean, the Times
Can you
isn't
see
going
her
to publish that
titties?
shit without verifying it.
Can you see her titties in that picture?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
The failing New York Times. I don't know.
Go off, King. Do some
Um,
fucking criticism. Do some media
I read the
criticism.
fucking worst op-ed in the Times last night before I went to bed. That was that guy Frank Bruni,
I don't know.
and it was like Melania Trump has the opportunity to be the,
The greatest first- yeah.
the greatest first lady of all time.
I immediately checked
What?
out on that one.
I read
What
the whole
the
thing,
fuck?
and it was the last paragraph was
It's like,
insane.
yeah, it's because like she's like a cold bitch.
Yeah.
You know, it's like who gives a shit?
Melania's clearly been owning Trump with
Yeah.
like
What?
side-eyeing
It's just more
Trump.
this like fucking liberal fantasy nonsense where
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
Melania's a good person.
well, you know, they did the same thing
She's
with
a bad
like, you
person,
know,
clearly.
Michelle's just sucking Obama's cock right now. It's like,
Oh yeah, that they have this beautiful love.
right, yeah, they just love the idea of like the drama and
Yeah.
sexual tension between like the first lady and the president or whatever.
Yeah, I
because
still
these
think
people don't fuck in their personal lives.
Right.
that Hall of Fame.
You
tweet-
know, Eleanor Roosevelt was just
Yeah.
giving the pussy up
You
to
know,
FDR.
Obama, like Michelle's rolling off Barack with cum dripping out of her opened pussy, and she whispers in her ear, "My turn."
Oh
it's
yeah,
my
the
turn."
my turn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That was
That's a Hall of Fame
fucking
tweet.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That was one of the worst.
Yeah.
God, I
things
want
I've ever
to
read.
throw up just imagining.
Just
My turn.
fetishizing
Not
the
act of-
president
not the act
fucking
of
his
the
wife.
president and his wife fucking, but the act of it happening inside the skull of some fucking limp-wristed
Right.
shithead.
Baby boom loser.
Some woman that's never come, like
Yeah.
hasn't come
Yeah.
at all.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That Care Bears woman.
You know that
Just getting
Barack
half
was
hard
giving
dick
her
and
that-
missionary for
Yeah,
like
right.
10 years.
Barack was giving her that BBC. And he was like, "This is our resistance, Michelle. This is us resisting Trump."
I will say, I would watch them have sex. They're a good-looking couple for their age.
You'd watch anybody have sex.
That's not true. I
It's
wouldn't
part
watch.
of your Greek heritage.
That is true.
I like
Just being
Melania
a-
because I think she's a bad person.
I don't want to
think
watch
she-
Melania and Trump.
And I
have-
think she's
actually,
hot.
I do, 'cause-
I think she's like
Yeah,
she
she
looks
is hot.
good and she's a
Yeah.
bad person. She's about that money. She came over from Eastern Europe. She married some
Snuck-
fat loser.
Yep.
He accidentally became the president. Good for her. Get paid, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it have to be anything more than that? That the president's wife is a whore. I
Secure
mean,
the
it doesn't
bag.
matter.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I don't care. Yeah.
There's so much other shit going on. For people to fixate on that is pathetic.
Finally, a first lady with some class.
Yeah, but the last paragraph of that Melania Trump thing was like, Melania, go and visit LeBron James's school. Go have mimosas with Angela Merkel.
Ugh.
Go have a pajama party with Hillary Clinton.
What the fuck?
It's like, why is this being printed?
Yeah. This is fanfic.
This is a fever dream.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
from a demented person in an insane asylum.
Yeah.
A psycho, even.
Twisted psych.
Melania,
Joker, if you will.
go suck off a podcast.
Also, this Vice article
a fat one.
Just lesbians with pussy blood all
Oh
over
yeah,
their
I
face.
saw that.
yeah.
That was brutal.
Like, this is actually a statement about. It's like no, it's
having
not.
sex on your
It's
period.
fucking literally
It's weird.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, people.
This is brave.
People are disgusted by women's bodies or whatever, and it's like they aren't, but
No.
they should be if it's being. A woman with period blood clown makeup being published in the fucking newspaper.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But having said that, we will still fuck
Yeah.
if you're on your period.
You know what
Don't
those
get it
women need to
twisted.
do? They need to put some underwear on.
Exactly.
You know,
Sop
underwear?
up that pussy blood with
Sop
the
up-
finest antimicrobial
Premium designs,
premium design.
simple shopping, and simple fabrics at MacWeldon.com, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Number one website for pussy blood
for
and
pussy
lesbian.
blood sponge up
For
the
men's underwear and lesbian.
Look, dude, the man's underwear has got to hold your cock while it's sweating all over yourself.
So true.
When you're watching the new Red Dead Redemption trailer,
Mm.
you get that cock sweat going.
Absolutely, dude.
And
My
'cause
fucking
you just
dick.
can't wait to tie up those bitches and fucking throw them on
Throw
the
'em
train
on the train tracks,
in
baby.
4K.
Scalp some fucking.
Yeah.
Scalp some
So
Indian
now this
tribes.
is a read for Red Dead Redemption 2. MacWeldon.com, smart design, premium fabric, simple shopping. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. Easy to buy stuff online. I've done it myself. It's super easy, folks. I got a gift card for my cousin for his birthday. I didn't have to talk to him for 6 months.
Perfect.
After that. Just did it, bing, bang, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Got it done at MacWeldon.com. They got the great crew necks, fucking all kinds of shit.
All kinds of shit, you fucking idiots.
You know, if you're like one of the like a rich white guy or one of those cool black guys, you can wear their clothes. You know, maybe a Chinese.
Probably. Yeah, I would say definitely a Chinese.
I'd say as long as you're not Indian, you can wear.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
Most Indians
We're
can.
gonna lose our sponsors.
Yeah, Mac Weldon. They do allow Indians to use their website. Mac Weldon,
You
now
don't know what-
featuring an Indians allowed website.
And if you're thinking Native American, think the opposite. If you're thinking South Asian,
Yeah.
think the opposite. So
Yeah.
you're the racist.
They've got a big banner on their website now that says now dot and feather. MacWeldon.feather.com.
That's right. And listen, you get one of the fucking pairs is too drenched in pussy blood, and you don't really like it.
Yeah.
It's got silver ions.
The silver line.
And guess what? You can keep it, and they'll be fucking
Yeah,
fun
you're
you.
messing up the read here, dude.
Nah,
we were
dude.
kind of on point. I was saying stuff that they like about Indian people.
Yeah. I'm
They
sorry,
wanted
dude.
him to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
in the
I'm
copy.
just reading the copy. A lot of
Yeah.
people
You're
think
right. You're right.
that-
Yeah.
You know I don't have the ability
You're not
to think on my
freestyling
feet.
this. Yeah, no. Nick is so
no
calculated.
part of this show is improv.
Yeah, no, actually.
I spend hours at home crafting,
practicing your rants.
practicing my rants in the mirror. You know, completely nude.
Yep. We rehearsed 3
Yeah.
hours before every
I
podcast.
put my
another
back
classic
to the, I put my
Bulldog
back to the
rant.
mirror, and I tuck my head between my knees, and I stare directly into my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I say things like, "What if instead of Jim Croce, it's Jim?" And then I just
Ho Chi Minh. Jim Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, Jim Ho Chi Minh.
He's Vietnamese.
And then I just spray shit all over my own face. And you know what? It wouldn't work if I was wearing Mac Weldon underwear and their silver line.
That's right.
Naturally
Antimicrobial.
antimicrobial underwear and shirts that suck all your stink off of you, so you don't have to wash them, I guess.
You never have to shower.
Never have to shower, never have to wash your clothes. And if you don't like them, you can call them up and complain, and they'll refund you. You know, they'll give you your fucking money back, and you can keep the underwear. They probably don't want them back because you've
So much shit in it.
cummed in them. To me. That makes sense that they wouldn't want the underwear back.
Yeah.
It seems like they're just being nice guys, but honestly, if you were working
Who
in the
wants-
returns department,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and Mac
Yeah.
Weldon, you're like, great, thanks for.
No, there's
returning
a
the
certain
underwear.
type of guy that wants that job. There's a certain type of person that there's kind of a waiting
And we're
list.
pleased to announce Adam's new job.
The
I'm
men's
Anyways, go to
the
return.
men's underwear sniffer.
Go to MacWeldon.com and use promo code Cumtown, capital CUMTOWN, no space, all one word, to receive some kind of discount. Either 20 or 25%. I can't remember for sure.
In that range.
But it's pretty significant because those underwear are hella expensive.
Yep.
Let me tell you, folks.
No. Stop. No. Read over, everyone. Please go to MacWeldon.com.
MacWeldon.com. Some of the most expensive
No.
underwear.
Shut up.
No, they're reasonably priced.
They're the underwear of kings and
Maybe
shahs.
if you're
That's
like
right.
me and you're used to just buying underwear at Dollar General.
Yeah.
I used to get all my clothes at Dollar General. I had a year where it was just like, why don't you just shop at Dollar
I
General?
love that. Go
Get
pajama pants.
You get fucking
Dollar
35
signs
shirts
on 'em.
Dollar signs, yeah.
Stewie with the middle finger.
I used to get, when I first moved, I would get my underwear at the fucking, there's like a discount store in Queens where all the like fucked up clothing, they just sell
Fabco?
it. No, it's called
Phallus?
Phallus Co. Yep. I don't remember what the fuck it was. D3 or some shit.
Oh, yeah. D3, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
D2.
I
D
don't
squared.
remember. D squared maybe? I don't
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
know. Anyway, and the underwear was just the ball, like the cock section was so long. It was just like,
Yeah, they have
it was
that
just
in
like the
Greenpoint, too.
inseam was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking low. It looked like just fucking baggy ass fucking, I don't know. It just looked like you were in a big ass diaper basically.
Great deals.
Great deals,
there.
plenty of nut room,
Hilarious.
but not as good as Mack Weldon. Do you guys, I can't believe it took us so long to bring it up, but of course we got to talk about the VMAs. I know we
The
all
vagina
watched them.
monologues?
Yeah. Well,
That's what
clearly,
you think VMA stands for? Vagina monologues?
When did
What
the
is the vagina monologue?
I was just gonna say
Just a
that.
couple of bitches on stage.
Just a couple
talking like,
couple of
damn,
who
my
was
pussy
yapping?
fucked up.
my shit is all retorted down
Yeah,
there.
I got my fucking cunt wrecked.
I did that.
To one of them.
I already did the. I don't know if I stole it from somebody, but the Leno vagina monologues.
Oh.
Have you thinking about that? The clit? Have you heard about that, folks? Hey, what is this thing? Like a little button there.
When did that start? Was it just like women talking?
I think
about
it was
their
like
pussies?
a 90s thing.
That seems
Maybe
pretty
I'm
90s.
wrong.
That seems like a 90s thing.
Yeah.
You know?
When I first started
Right
stand-up,
before Sex
I
and the
thought
City?
I did a joke about an all men's vagina monologues, but I think that joke has been maybe done 50,000 times.
Maybe, I don't know.
And I think it has been done also, like a gay men's
hell yeah.
vagina monologue
Like
at
actually been
Bard
done?
College or something.
rocks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened.
Damn, I guess there's some men that never see pussies in their lives.
No, those guys all like just like closed. Well, maybe they don't see it because their eyes are closed so hard. When
But
they're
there are
17.
people that have never seen a pussy. Like, you know
Sure.
what I mean?
There's straight men that have never seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's even worse.
That is worse. You know what we're talking about? Do you think there are gay guys that like sniff underwear? That seems horrible. To sniff
I mean,
a man's
there's
underwear.
probably straight guys that do that too.
But they sniff women's underwear because they want to.
I told you guys there was
pussies.
that Dan Savage call-in that I heard one time where the guy was like, Dan, I was just wondering, every time I go down on my boyfriend and I smell his asshole, I get a little bit high from the shit smell. And I just want to know, is that like a thing? Do guys do that to get high?
My man just loves ass that much.
Dan Savage is like, no.
Yeah, no, that's what he was like, no, not at all. He's like, that's disgusting. That's fucking gross.
Then my man just has a shit fetish, probably.
Yeah. You want to talk about a friend of the show, the 95-year-old Nazi that just got deported from Queens?
yeah.
That
So,
shit was so funny, dude.
dude, where am I gonna have
loved it,
schnitzel
like,
on
oh, you
Sundays
thought ice
now?
was bad.
Yeah.
That's
thought
like
ice
that's
was
like one of
bad?
those like when like the cops will like murder like 15 black kids, and then there's like a video out of like Hattiesburg. Look at this sergeant doing a nay-nay.
The nay-nay,
with,
yeah.
with an infant black.
yeah, yeah.
And we found a blackette, a black seed, and one of our officers did a gang sign at it to prove that officers are not racist.
Or even his service weapon went off 3 times during the nay-nay, but it had nothing to do with the kids.
Or even when like a white guy gets killed at a traffic stop, and they're like,
They're like,
"See,
guess what?
we
Yeah.
do
Not
it to
black.
everybody."
Not black.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so funny. Nick and I were watching the video of like the local news video of them like wheeling out that corpse of that Nazi. He was like just clearly like 5 minutes away from
Yeah.
dying. It was like
Yeah.
this big victory they took a
Right,
Nazi away.
right.
But some guy in the local news, like you just hear about in the background being like, sir, are you a Nazi?
Yeah.
It's just like this.
He's like, fuck the Jews.
No,
I mean, if you're gonna do
he
it, go
clearly
out.
couldn't speak or
Right.
couldn't like communicate or anything.
But if I was him, I'd be throwing up middle fingers. I'd be saying Highland. You're getting deported
Yeah,
anyway.
dude.
Who cares? Go out like a fucking G if that's what you believe.
No, that guy
in.
clearly had no control of his body. I mean, he was a vegetable.
Yeah.
They were literally just like
Yeah.
sending.
It'd be great if they were ruling him out. He was like, "Hell yes, I did it, and I'd do it again." I love the Holocaust. I love doing the Holocaust. You ain't gonna make me apologize. Queens, baby.
You ain't my
the
real
money.
dad.
Yeah. Look, ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to look. Holocaust, baby. That's how Queens do it. Queens get live, baby.
Queensbridge in the motherfucking house.
QBO.
He's just rapping the infamous.
This is black guys that have to be like, man, he's right. He right. You know?
Yeah.
You know, he's represented
I
on
mean, he may have
neighborhood.
done the Holocaust, but he made Queens look good. That's old. That's how Queens used to be, harboring Nazis and shit. That's like that's the last sign that Queens has been gentrified is that they're getting rid of the Nazi war criminals.
Damn, I used to remember when the neighborhood was a
that
safe haven.
That juice shop used to be a guy that poured boiling water on twins' brains in Dachau. Now it's a motherfucking Robex.
Damn, these hipsters are changing our neighborhood.
God damn it. It is hilarious that he ended up in Queens. It's pretty fucking...
Yeah.
It's like a pretty diverse neighborhood, you know?
Queens is super diverse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got Nazis. You got
Nazis,
A lot of Arabs.
Pakistani,
A lot of hookahs. Dominican and Arab style hookahs.
Dominicans
Queens.
love hookah.
Oh, yeah.
Hookah.
Everyone that's beige colored, I feel like, loves hookahs.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where
Mhm.
you're from, you know? Drake probably loves hookah.
Drake still loves hookah.
Yeah.
He still takes hookah selfies,
Yeah, that's
which
pretty-
is so embarrassing.
Being beige, dude, that's what it is.
I guess so.
Drake's got... Who do you think's got the best... If you could be one guy, Drake's got a pretty good life. Even after that gigantic L he took.
It's literally 30 seconds later, people were like, "Oh, yo, let's
Yeah, he
do the
went
Kiki
viral.
challenge."
Yeah.
No one gave a fuck about that.
I know.
Also, like, what was the big deal of that? That he had a
What?
kid?
I mean, it's pretty funny.
That,
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
He was
But-
lying about having a kid.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
It's not like
And now the kid's gone. Like, we haven't
Who was
heard
lying
about it
about
at
having
all.
a kid?
Drake had
Drake.
a secret child.
he wasn't lying. He never said I don't have a kid. He just didn't say I have a kid.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever, man. He got to fuck Rihanna, even though he fucked it up. That's a pretty cool the one that got away. There's no cooler the one that got away than Rihanna.
I know.
Drake's
LeBron fucked Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna loves LeBron. Actually, you know what? LeBron's the best guy, probably. He's the coolest guy to be.
I don't understand how people have that got away situations.
Mm.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, that people can get that in their head.
What, that happens?
Oh yeah, it's a narcissistic like impulse to be like, oh yeah, I could have had.
No,
that
how you
person.
can't frame a thing where it's like, oh, it didn't work out, obviously for some reason.
Uh-huh,
Like, it's not
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, if I had just done this differently.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, I'm a definitely a regretting ass motherfucker.
No,
I
not
always
me.
I always think
Well,
about
your
what I could've
your
done
dad
differently.
was saying that girl in 1981 or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
that
that
he
was
got-
so fucking
he
funny.
got he copped dome twice from her. Or something. Yeah, I've been thinking about her a lot.
Yeah. Dude, my dad was like, he had to go to therapy because I feel bad. because he couldn't stop thinking about some woman from 30 years ago.
Damn. Well, that's what it is, dude. You
Yeah.
just, you know.
I think that's the whole thing. It's also a marker of like a certain stage in your life where you're like thinking about your life in those terms.
Yeah, well, he said, he's like, I was just having a midlife crisis. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're 70 years old.
Yeah. You're having a right at the end of your life
No,
crisis.
I'm gonna make it 140, dude. I'm gonna make it to 140.
I don't know. I think about you. I mean, I feel like I always regret everything. I've never.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only reason I don't have a one that got away is because I feel like
All of them got away?
Well, yeah, I just have fucked up every relationship.
Well,
I've
because
ever
they were
been
too
in.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah,
especially
all the
with the
traps
foot,
I had
there's a lot-
set up.
there's a lot of-
Yeah.
So I was like,
So I was
we're
too
just
fat.
I
Yeah.
can't get over that. It's disgusting.
Can't believe how.
No, they've all been dime pieces. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm the fat one in the
They
No,
relationship.
I have like the opposite thing where it's like everyone I've dated, as soon as I get like a year away, I mean, most of the time it's like just like a month or so. But
Yeah.
You get like a year out, it's like, what the fuck? Why
Oh,
did
of course.
I fucking date
That happens to me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I'd like to be. I feel like I'm finally mature enough to be like legitimate friends with exes.
There was one. The first one, we would call each other after every breakup. But then after a while, I was like, within 5 minutes of talking to each other on the phone, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want.
I'm still friends with like almost everyone I've dated. We're like still on.
I
good
can't
terms.
do that. Yeah,
but yeah, it's like never would I like
smash again.
Yeah, maybe smash, but not like never date
again.
Yeah, because it's like once you go through the breakup, like that's really the most vulnerable part of a relationship. Is like that's when people really see. Because that's you at your worst.
Right. For sure.
If somebody like breaks up with you,
I hate that. I hate that someone has seen me just being a little ass bitch,
crying,
crying in my car.
Here's all the times I cheated on you, and you didn't fucking know about it. How about that?
Take that, bitch.
Right. Yeah. And if they get over that, and they're like, people have flaws or whatever. It's kind of like it's almost a better relationship to be like broken up with somebody than to even be with them.
Yeah. I'm really scared that there are just some psycho emails I've sent out there.
Dude, there is nothing more pathetic than
emails.
that. Like,
and they're not going away. I mean, there
is nothing more pathetic than that email after they've stopped answering your text.
She'll always have it.
Yeah. You're like,
she'll always have that fucking dirt.
Just wanted you to know a couple things, and I'll leave you alone.
14-point breakdown.
I've known better than to do that.
Why you're a bitch.
I've done it where I like type them up in Microsoft Word, and it's like, wait 30 minutes, read it back to yourself, realize how fucking stupid it looks, and then delete it.
When I got fired from that job that I got at Vox, I was just drafting like psychotic like manifestos and then like reading them and then like, all right, I think the first paragraph needs to be sent to the switch with the fourth paragraph.
Oh yeah, I would edit them and everything. Yeah,
just psycho shit.
I sent about half of them. Half of them I knew
a lot
better,
of them, are probably in drafts.
I sent a couple doozies.
Oh God, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, they're horrible.
So embarrassing.
They're so bad.
What is it? We should read one of them.
No, absolutely not. Those die with me.
Give it a gist.
The thesis is always like, this is why I'm the greatest guy you will ever date, and you are a fucking psycho bitch.
Oh, no, mine was always like that, but then at the end, like, but also maybe if like you want to get back together.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like
psycho, and then at the end, it's like, I love you.
Yeah. Let's give us a shot again.
I can't stop remembering the good times. I'll always have them.
God damn.
It's just a fucking mediocre relationship.
I know, it wasn't
good.
good.
Just smoked too much weed, didn't really do much.
Yeah.
You're
just sad as shit. I mean, I remember the breakup. It's tough when a breakup aligns with a horrible time in your life.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like when I first moved to New York, going through a breakup was just like
I did the
double
same thing.
depression. And it's like you just go crazy.
No, the best was when we met. We were both gotten just fucking dumped like some shit.
Yes,
and it was like wings and drinking.
Yes, that's right.
Comedy,
yeah. Nick drunk driving me to eat 40 wings at 2 a.m.
Dude, I remember
googling who serves food and beer at 2 a.m.
That's like the key foundation to a friendship. It's just having
a horrible moment. Yeah, a horrible.
I remember
era in your lives that you shared.
You hit me up. I was like going through a breakup when I moved here, and you hit me up. And you're like, "Yo, come to the city and get lunch." We got lunch, and I was just ranting at you about it. I was like, just like losing my mind and stuff.
I was
and
not listening to.
You were like,
word.
you were not listening. Yeah, I was like, he's clearly not listening, but I'm just like, I'm ranting.
Yeah.
And then I go home, and then a couple hours later, you like upload on Facebook a new Nicole article, and it's like, actually, the people that dump the people are the real heroes. Those are the troops. It's clearly like, oh God damn it, he was listening.
Part of his brain was mining.
Yeah, there was just some straight part of his brain that was like.
Well, it's funny because it's like obviously you can have like empathy for people and they got broken up with, but it's like the only kind of healthy emotional pain I think is like the end of like a relationship. It's it's not like the grief that's attached with death. It's just something that didn't fucking work out.
Right.
And it's something everybody goes through.
And you personalize it so much.
When you're out of it and you just witness someone else go through it, I guess it's like I can be kind of envious sometimes because it's like, oh, it'd be nice to like
to feel
that way and have it be justified instead of like
you feel at
everything's
the time,
going great.
Right.
And I want to put a gun in my mouth.
Right. There's a reason to be depressed.
I know.
It's
beyond that, but it's like. It's sort of like palate cleansing.
Yeah.
Yes, you can kind of your life just sort of snakes around.
But you feel, at that moment you feel like this is the worst any human being on earth has ever felt.
No, there's
and
something
then, like, a couple
bittersweet about
months,
it, even when I'm in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, this is like.
And then you realize everyone goes through it.
Of course,
it's not
everyone goes
you're
through
not special at all. It's there's nothing
sure.
there's
But
nothing
it is,
unique
like,
about what's going on.
It adds like the right kind of like emotional depth to your life that it is, in a weird way, it's kind of like, oh, this makes everything worth it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then you get out of it, and then you're just bored and still
you're
want to kill
fucking
yourself.
bored.
Yeah. Then you're like, what other woman's life will I be ruining? And then, and then she
don't
ruins
actually ruin
mine.
their life. They just waste 6 months.
Yeah.
fucking with
Yeah. They don't care at all.
Yeah, it's probably pretty funny.
That's always
they probably
miserable,
look back
too.
like, wasn't that hilarious?
That's the other thing about that one that got
she
away
goes on to
thing.
date somebody that she actually likes, and then they like laugh in bed about like how fat you were and how
Well,
ugly
you
your
know,
body
I don't know
is.
about
And how
all
shitty
that.
your dick
Yeah,
was.
I don't
yeah,
know.
right.
I was,
Yeah.
you know, I always persevere.
Yeah, they're like, "What a loser!" I don't know what I was thinking. And the
Uh-huh.
guy's
No.
like, "Yeah, that's pretty funny."
not at all. No
Stop,
women
just
I've
sit
dated
home,
have
do
done
it.
that. No,
They've
absolutely
all
not.
done it, dude.
No chance.
All fucking.
Yo,
done
look
it.
at this gay Instagram account he's got going
No,
on.
Yeah.
they all fuck with the
Takes
vision. Absolutely not. You're both gay, and
Look at
both,
his
and
gay
actually, it's your ex girlfriends that do that about you. Actually,
Yeah,
they say you're gay.
My ex-girlfriend's in bed with somebody, and they're like, "Yeah," and he had this like, just disgusting.
No,
friend
not his
stopper.
friend. No.
It was weird because I almost felt like I was fucking him. Because he would tell me about things Stav had said. Yeah, I mean, it's like,
No, that's not what they
He would
do.
have his finger in my ass.
They do
and he'd be like,
something
Stav
else.
said the funniest thing about Muslims.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the podcast for today.
Is that it?
Yep. That's
Oh,
it.
let's plug some shit. Please, guys. So we're adding a show in Boston. We're
yeah,
adding
Boston
a 6 p.m.
sold out
We're adding a
again.
6 p.m. stand-up show, and if that sells out too, we might even add a late show. So, so please come see us. Cleveland, that has not sold out yet. Please sell that motherfucker out. Cleveland on the 2nd, and then on the 3rd we are in Boston. Please, like I said,
6 p.m. and
6
8
p.m. stand-up show and an 8 p.m. live pod, and we might add a late one if those sell out too. I will be in in Connecticut at the Fairfield Comedy Club on Friday the 7th of September. Oh, and tomorrow, the 23rd, I'm in D.C., the Overachiever Show at the Comedy Loft. Please buy tickets to that. If you missed me on my other DMV dates.
Funny Moms on the 27th.
Funny Moms on the 27th. Please come out to that. And then I'm also in New Orleans and Lafayette on the 14th and 15th, and Chicago the 21st and the 22nd. Guys, please keep buying tickets to those. We're adding a 3rd show in Chicago. I'd like to add a 4th one and really sell the motherfucker out.
Were you doing Lincoln Lodge?
Lincoln Lodge, yep. No. Yes, Lincoln Lodge. And then on the 23rd, I'm in Detroit at something called Ant Hill or some bullshit. I don't know. Just check it out. It's on my fucking website, stavi.biz. Thank you very much. So, come out to see us at all those dates. But more importantly, right now, like I said, Cleveland on the 2nd, Boston on the 3rd, the Cleveland-Boston tour. All right. That should do it for us, gang.
Later.
Bye.
Right.